What is something your parents do that drives you insane? 1. When my parents commented negatively on anything I said or did is their first reaction. It taught me to keep secrets, tell lies, and avoid informing them of anything until right before or after it happened. They once wanted me to get a job, so I did. It was full-time, seasonal, and paid well. Just a 30-minute drive. They scolded me for not finding something closer, made me call my manager to apologize for wasting their time and resign, then got mad at me for that and made me call my manager back to ask for my job again within 10 minutes. I was 16 or 17 at the time. The next time I got a job, I told them as I was leaving the house to go to work. It was really frustrating growing up and always expecting a negative reaction right away. 2. Being outwardly judgmental. I don't ever tell my parents about my music taste, my friends, or a lot of my interests because I know I'll get some snide comments if it's not up to their standards. 3. When I tried to talk about my feelings or the things my mom did that hurt or upset me, she would immediately become distraught and say I'm such a terrible mother. Then the whole conversation would stop being about me working through my issues or listening to my emotions because I'd have to sidetrack to comfort her. 4. If I say I like something, they make it my whole personality. 5. Turning everything into a lecture. If I'm telling you something bad happened, I don't always need it turned into a life lesson. 6. They comment on literally everything, to the point where I was scared to listen to music for years because I didn't want my parents to comment on my music taste. Whenever we meet someone, they tell me afterward their thoughts on that person and point out if they had acne, had hair that was too long, wore a cropped shirt, etc. They view their comments as harmless observations, but it causes insecurity. 7. My mother always offers to help me, but if I let her, she brings up every individual task she's helped me with the next time she's upset and tells me I've done nothing to deserve her help or kindness. Now she's angry that I never accept her help, and she doesn't understand why I never take gifts from people without knowing what's expected of me in return. 8. Coming into my room a lot and without warning. Constantly dragging conversations on to make a point, and sometimes telling people personal things about me, which is also annoying. 9. Me, I want to be left alone right now. Mom and dad assume that means I want to talk. I'm in my 20s now, but my mom started doing this when I was a teenager and still hasn't stopped. She'll say something like, "You're probably going to get mad at me for saying this, but," and then proceed to tell me something unnecessarily rude about my appearance or weight. That's entirely unhelpful and uncalled for. I've started cutting her off and telling her that maybe she just shouldn't say it, but it was much harder to stand up to her when I was 14, 11. They tell me I need to talk about my problems and that they won't be judgmental. Then they proceed to belittle me and tell me how selfish and weak I am for having said problems. Now they wonder why I don't speak to them much.